Hey everybody, this is your 45-minute lower body focused workout. So for today's workout, you are going to need a set of dumbbells. Now, if you have varying weights, I definitely recommend bringing those nearby. I've only got my 12s today. I'm gonna make it work, but you will probably want something a little bit heavier for some of our exercises. But that being said, let's warm it up. All right guys, so putting 30 seconds on the clock for each of these exercises, we have torso twists, leading from the hips, bringing those hips all the way around. You should feel this in the hamstrings, the inner thighs. Good. That should feel really good, especially if you haven't done anything yet today. Make sure you switch directions in there. Good. Just under 10 seconds left before we head into an inchworm crawling down that mat. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Making your way to the back of your mat, tucking the head down, keeping the legs as straight as you possibly can as we walk it all the way out to our plank, and then pick the hips up and finding that standing position. Now, if you can, try to pick up the pace just a little bit, just to bring a little heat into the body. But again, if you haven't moved a lot yet today, you can take these nice and slow. 10 seconds left. Good. We're gonna slow it down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your plank. We shift the hips up, down dog, and bring it back down to your plank. Now this, I want it done really slow to make sure that we're getting the benefits of the active stretch in here. Good. Opening up the shoulders. 10 more seconds. Beautiful. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Left hand to the outside, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Good, just holding. Opening up that hip. 5 more seconds on this side. Good, and switch legs. Right foot to the opposite side of the right hand. And by opposite side, I mean outside. Is English gonna be an issue today? Good, guys. We're coming down onto those forearms in 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, forearms walk out. Make sure the knees are right underneath the hips, and we'll draw some circles with that right knee. 15 seconds in this direction. Keep that chest lifted, and switch directions of that knee. So you're gonna be surprised how much your core really needs to like wake up and do something as we're going through this exercise. Beautiful, and let's switch legs. So again, pick a direction. We're just gonna reverse it, 15 seconds in. So what we're trying to do right here is just warm up the mobility of that hip socket. It is a lower body focus today, so we need to make sure that all the joints on the bottom part of the leg or bottom part of the body are ready. Woo, 10 seconds left. Beautiful, we're gonna come into some adductor rocks with that right leg in 3, in 2, and 1. Walk it up to the hands, right leg out to the side. Make sure that full foot is down on the ground as we shift it back and forward. So I'm actually gonna turn to the front just to show you guys exactly how I want that foot position. So foot is down on its side rather than propped up. So we're just hitting that inner thigh, keeping it active, so moving backwards and forwards. Less than 10 seconds here, and then we're just gonna shift right over to the other side. Good, and switch it up. So for like a lower body workout day, again, it always depends on specifically what you're doing and specifically what your goals are, but I am much more a fan of this type of warm up where we're doing something active, then we're finding an active stretch, rather than like, I don't know, going to run on a treadmill for 20 minutes. I think that this is way more efficient and it's just gonna set you up for more success. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Almost through with this warm up. Make your way onto your back. We're heading into a bridge. So 2 more exercises here. Pressing into the heels, driving the hips up and down. Take your time, but I do want you to find a little squeeze together of the glutes at the top, holding. Good. That's it, 15 seconds. So not only are we gonna feel this in the glutes, you should also like feel an amazing stretch in the hips and the front of your body. At least I do. I feel like I sit just a little bit too much these days, so this is a good one for that as well. Let's hold your next one up. Flex the toes up to the sky. We're gonna walk on the heels for 30 seconds. Out for 1, 2, 3, 4, in for 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're getting a little bit more hamstring, and we're really starting to build the strength around those knees. Now, if this hurts your knees or low back in any way, I want you to hold and give me little presses here instead. Great alternative. You've got just 10 seconds left. This one is so much harder than it seems. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Hug those knees into the chest. Give your low back a little massage. Once you're ready, rock it on up, and we are starting in that first circuit. All right, guys, so here's how our workout will work today. We have 3 circuits, 3 exercises in each, and we're gonna do it 3 times through. So just like Schoolhouse Rock says, 3 is a magic number, all right? First 2 exercises will be for reps, specifically 12 reps. Last exercise is going to be for time, 30 seconds. So just AMRAP as many reps as possible. We're starting with a goblet squat. Now I'm gonna grab one of my weights and I'm gonna hold underneath the top of it. Now guys, if you have a kettlebell and if you have something heavier, I would say like up to 25, 30 pounds, that's gonna be really beneficial, but again, you can make anything work, okay? So feet are about hip to shoulder width apart. You're gonna send those hips back, bending at the knees, keeping the chest lifted, and back up. All right, now let's solidify the tempo. We wanna come down slow, and then today I want you to come up fast, okay? That's 2. Good, that's 3. 4. So here's the deal. When we work for reps, I don't talk as much, which might be a benefit for you guys. I don't know if you like hearing me talk so much. Whew, because I have to keep track of the counting. This, I believe, is number 8. Beautiful. Keep that chest lifted. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Grab your weight, or I'm gonna grab both weights because I'm a little light today. We're gonna come for 12 weighted bridges, all right? So pressing into those heels, up, down slow, same tempo, down slow, good. So noticing that obnoxious exhale that I have as I'm pressing the hips up, it's gonna help you stabilize using your core and your glutes. Good, this is number 8. You should start to feel those hamstrings too. Beautiful, 2 more. Last one. Nice work, let that go right on into it. We're gonna go for, a lateral shuffle with a punch. So 30 seconds on the clock. We're gonna take that squat low, shuffle. I'm actually gonna get off my mat so I don't trip. We're gonna shuffle to the side, hook, hook, or uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross, whatever you want, okay? Whatever you feel like you have the most power. This is speed and power right here. Here we go, 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Good, so getting that twist. Your core should be super tight the whole time. Good. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, okay. Right back into that goblet squat. Take a breath. So guys, if you are working lighter weights like me and you want to actually grab both for your goblet squat, that's a great option as well. If I'm being totally transparent with you guys, I did not want to carry these and my 25-pound kettlebell to a studio a mile away from my apartment. So I'm demoing. It's still gonna be hard, okay? So I'm just gonna give you options to like advance it if you are working with 2 lighter weights as well. But let's start in on those reps. So we're sitting hips down and up fast. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Good. Now I like holding the dumbbell like this because it is going to manipulate the weight a little bit more so it feels like a kettlebell. Good, this is 8. Three more. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful, right down, right down. Oh God, English. It's an issue today. Here we go. So up fast, hold, bring it down slow. Good. And that booty really just like, it kisses the floor, and then that's its cue to come right back up. Good. 6. That's halfway. So remember, we want to be incredibly specific with our tempo. Up fast, hold, resist down slow, resist against gravity. You have 3 more. Beautiful, 1 more. And down, all right. Ooh, this one kind of killed me last time. All right, lateral shuffle, punch, punch. Whatever punch has the most power for you, okay? So for me, it's like, I think it's just a cross for me. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I just want the power, all right? Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Sink it down low. Now, if you need to slow it down, totally fine. Make sure you're starting with a different arm each time. I realized that I was starting to favor the right side. Less than 10 seconds. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath. 1 more round. Whew. Good, I'm gonna let the heart rate come back down for a sec. Okay. Goblet squat, last round. So again, check in with yourself. Can you go a little heavier? Do you have access to heavier weights? Can you double up? 2 weights in the center. Really start to challenge yourself here. It's your last round of these. Okay, here we go. Whenever you are ready, you can be with me. You can do them at your own pace. And guys, a workout like this is really, really great. Not that I'm like patting myself on the back, but a program like this in this style is great because it's very easy to progress it. So when this feels easy, first thing I want you to do is try and increase your weight. Don't have access to more weights? Totally fine. You can always increase your reps. You can always increase the time. 2 more. A lot of these we can make unilateral training. Nice work, bring it down. That would take a little bit more like knowledge and thought, but honestly, even if we can just increase the rate, the weight, the reps, and the time in this, you're golden. You could do this workout many, many times over. Here we go, 12 reps. Another thing you could do, guys, to progress this, instead of the eccentric tempo that we're taking, the like fast and then slow, you could do just slow. You could do just fast. All of that, it's not that one is better than the other. All of it's just sending a very different signal to your muscles. I'm trying to count on my fingers. 2 more. Hope it's accurate. Last one. Beautiful, let that go. Whew. All right, so coming to the back of our mat. Last round of these. Then we get a quick 30-second breather before we head into the next circuit. Here we go. Squat it down. Now make sure, guys, that this doesn't turn into like a chasse, okay? For all my dancers out there. Want to keep it low. Your head should not move from one level the entire time. Good. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Grab a quick sip of water. I'll see you in 30 seconds. All right, guys, circuit 2. So same thing, 3 exercises, 3 times through, reps and then time. We are starting with an RDL, or a Romanian deadlift. So again, You definitely wanna go heavier than me if you have access to heavier weights. But regardless, this is gonna be a great practice for our hip hinge, and I'm gonna show you a way to advance it if you're working lighter like me. So our RDL, feet are hip to shoulder width apart, toes I want directly to the front. We're gonna hold those weights in front of us, starting upright as we hinge the hips back, slow, and then up fast, hold it. All right, so we're working with that same tempo. Hinge the hips back, take your focus with you. Beautiful, jump on in. This is gonna be number 3. Good, keep that going. So if you are working lighter weights like me, you can always bring one of them behind your back, below the neck, and you can make this a weighted good morning instead. Same exact thing. Well, a little bit different with where the weight's shifting, but really my why of why I want you to practice this is loading the core in a hip hinge motion. I believe that's number 7. I'm gonna go back to my RDL. If you finish before me, totally fine. You wanna try and keep those weights as close to your legs as possible. 3 more, I think. It's always fine if we do a few extra. Good, 1 more. Beautiful, all right. Drop those weights down. We're gonna come back into a bridge. We're going bridge knee tap. So let me show you first. Hands are down by your side. We're pressing up, opposite hand to opposite knee, tap it down and down, then we switch. All right, so that's 1 rep. So up, down, tap one side, up, down, tap the other, that's 1 rep. We're going for 12. I don't need my timer, here we go. Good, so that's 1. I'm gonna count on my hands. So we can work nice, like, I'd say like a pushed moderate tempo here. Good, this is 6. Obliques are really working when you're lifting up one side of the body. Try to keep those hips in one position. Good, this is 10. 2 more. Last one. Good, hug those knees in. I know that can really start to fire the low back. As long as there's no like sharp pain, we're good. All right, guys, cardio. Skaters. So everyone does skaters a little different. This is how I want you to do them, okay? I want you to stay pretty much upright with the upper body. I'm not really worried about you touching the floor with your hand. I more so want you to focus on the stabilization of the standing leg. So we're gonna leap across the width of our mat, hold, all right? So noticing that my back foot is hovering. Now, if you can't control that, you can give a little tap in the back. But what I'm really focused on is stabilizing from the standing legs glute. I don't care about getting to the floor, all right? Here we go. And again, everyone can do these different. I'm just explaining why we're doing them this way, okay? 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Use the arms in the center to help you leap. Now, if you want lower impact because of knees, because of neighbors, you can always step and then hold it back, all right? Just try to keep it low in the legs the whole time if that's what you're doing. Less than 15 seconds. I don't care about speed. I don't care about how many reps. I care about that stabilizing leg. 3, 2, and 1. Whoo! All right, back to that RDL. Let's do it. 12 reps. Everyone's weight is gonna be different here. You might be holding on to 2 12-pound weights and you're like, that's great for me. That's perfect. I really just want you to focus on that hip hinge again. Good. Making sure that we don't round the chest forward. This is 4, inhale down, exhale up. Next one's 5. Good, this is halfway. So really make sure you are bracing your core. What does that mean? That means that before you come up, I want you to imagine that someone's gonna punch you in the stomach. So you would find that bracing feeling, like bracing for impact. That's what that means, and that's gonna help protect your low back, all right? 3 more. Good, last 2. Last one. Beautiful. All right, bring it down. Bridge knee taps. 12 reps. These like really hit my hamstrings last time. Whoo-hoo. Okay, let's do it. That's one. This is my counting hand. Oh God, I'm slipping everywhere now. So again, guys, lots of ways to make this circuit harder too as you start to progress. Add more weight. You don't have more weight, add more reps or add more time depending on what is feeling easier. Good, I think we have 3 more. We might have an extra in here, but again, all good. Give me one more. Woo, hug those knees in. All right, perfect. Bring it on up. We got that skater. So remember, I don't care about getting low. I care about keeping your upper body upright and using that standing leg to stabilize, okay? Here we go. We're there in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Good. Whew. Try and keep that weight back on the heel. Now, when I say that, guys, doesn't mean that your toes shouldn't be connected to the floor. It's about spreading the toes wide to get a nice firm base, but knowing where your energy is supposed to be going. Ooh, inner thighs are feeling it. 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath. Let that heart rate come back down. We have one more round. Whew. All right, so we're going back to that RDL or that weighted good morning. And if you're working with really light weights, like 5 pounds, you can actually hold each of those weights above your shoulders, do the good morning. If it's feeling weird behind the neck, you can hold the weights at your chest and do that good morning, all right? Again, we have so many options, and these options too are, again, gonna give you the availability to do this in different places. You know, if you travel, it's gonna give you the option to progress, to regress. That's why I love programs like this. You can just kind of manipulate teeny tiny little factors all the way down to the tempo of the movements. You could do this one slow down, slow up, and really keep progressing, keep seeing and feeling changes. Good, I believe that's halfway. Good, the only bad thing about this workout is that I have to count and talk, and that's really hard. Ooh, I need to hire just like a counter, like a person to stand there and count my reps. One day, that's the dream. That and in-unit laundry. One more. Beautiful, all right, here we go. Making our way down, final round of these. What a transition. We're bringing it up. 12 reps, here we go, up. Good, that's one. I'm gonna slow down a little because I'm feeling that as I'm fatiguing and trying to keep up the tempo, my range of motion is shorter. So I'm only bringing the hips up like halfway. So I'm gonna slow down a little. You go at whatever tempo you need. If you finish early, you get a little added rest, or maybe you wanna keep going till I'm done. Again, this is a very versatile workout. Good, this is 8. Oop, here we go. Last 2. Last one. Good, hug those knees in. Just gonna get a little low back massage here. A lot of hip dominant movement. Our back definitely starts to activate during that. Not a bad thing, again, just as long as there's no pain associated with it. But that's why we really also wanna strengthen our core to help protect the low back. Here we go, guys. Skaters, last round. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Now, the biggest thing that I see here is like T-Rex arms, right? Your arms are gonna help you propel across that mat. This is a power exercise. So let's get those arms out. Make them mean something. Let's get specific. We're being specific with our angles, specific with our tempos. Get specific with those arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, 30 seconds. I will see you there. Final circuit is on deck. All right, final circuit. So again, 3 exercises, 3 times through. You guys know the deal. We're gonna start with a reverse lunge into a press. So I will warn you, a little bit more upper body getting involved in this. I would say like 8 to 12 pounds is actually a really good range for this work set. So you can stick around with that, all right? We're gonna bring weights up to the shoulders. We're gonna press, first we're gonna step back. So just watch me first, then we'll start our reps. We're gonna step back one leg at a time, hovering the knee off the mat. We're gonna press up, down, and up. Then we're gonna switch to the opposite leg. Really making sure that as we press, which is a completely separate move from the step, that we're not opening up the chest here, loading the low back. Keep everything nice and neutral. Here we go, 12 reps. Each side counts as 1 rep. You're welcome. Here we go. Right foot steps back. Good. Find that bracing of the core. Press and back up. Other side. Good. That's 2. So think about your tailbone going straight down here. If that press starts to get too much, you can always take it out. This is 7. Two more. Last one. Whew. All right, bring that down. So we have 1 weight in the hands. You could go a little heavier here if you wanted to. Completely up to you, maybe like 15 pounds would be good for most of us. Sumo lunge pivot. I'm actually gonna step behind my mat just so I don't make it go everywhere. Toes are out to the side. So watching me first, tailbone goes straight down. So if you look at me from the side, I'm not hinging forward, straight down here, pressing the knees out to the side. We're gonna pivot to one side, okay? Then we're gonna come to the center, little pivot to the other side. That's 1 rep. We wanna keep this low the entire time. Make sure you're really grounding through your feet so that you're not slipping out and like suddenly in a straddle, okay? 12 reps. Now, if you need to move slower than me, totally fine. I'm finding that brisk, moderate tempo. This is 3. So that glute med is really gonna start to fire. Good, this is 9. Last 3 rounds. Whew. 1 more. Oh my goodness, let that go. All right, here we go, guys. So final round, or final exercise in this round. We're gonna go into a lateral bear with a step up. So again, watching me first. This will all fly through a lot faster once we know it. We're actually gonna be in a tabletop hover or a bear pose. We're gonna face the side of our mat as we walk across all the way over, place the knees down. We're gonna step up, up, down, down, keeping it low the entire time, okay? Just gonna come back over to my timer. 30 seconds here. So if you need to take breaks in between, absolutely fine. Again, a little more upper body focused this round, but still really great for those glutes and hammies. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, we step up, up, down, down. I do not care how many reps you get in or how fast you move them. I just want control. So again, you can totally progress this in different ways. Speeding it up, slowing it down, holding that squat at the top. You can get so creative to keep this challenging over time. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. All right, I'm just gonna take a quick little hip stretch. All right, guys, we are back, alternating reverse lunge with the press. This one like got me. I don't know if it's because we had a lot of upper body focus in the live class I taught today, if it's because I literally did an upper body push day yesterday. Okay, here we go. Grab those weights. No excuses, Justina. But seriously, remember, if the press is too much, just take it out because it's one workout and it's not worth killing yourself over, okay? Here we go. Alternating. And up. Watch that low back. So I like to exhale on the press. Remember, your exhale is your cue to your core to brace. As the arms come up, you want to brace your core so you're not flaring your rib cage. Good. It's halfway. 2 more. Last one. Whew. All right, here we go. One weight in the hands. Catch your breath for a sec. Whew. So guys, it's totally fine. You know, we are doing, ideally we're trying to lift and press and push, everything like that, our max weight. Obviously, we don't always have access to that, but in an ideal world, this is more of a strength program than a cardio program. So taking breaks in between is good. You're kind of like letting your body recoup to get more strength so that you can lift, push, pull a little bit more, all right? So don't think you need to be like doing a boxer shuffle in between, unless your goal is to get your heart rate up the whole time. Again, totally different ways that we can interpret this program. Toes out, here we go, 12 reps. 3, good. So noticing that I'm not concerned with tapping that knee down to the floor in the lunge. This is more about that internal, external hip rotation. All right, really working that glute med. I believe this is 8. 3 more. Try and keep it low. Last one. Whew. All right. Here we go. Lateral bear crawl, step up, up, down, down. Let's get right on into it. 3, 2, and 1. Take your time with that step up. Find your footing. I would rather you get less reps in than compromise your form. You're just about halfway through. I know those quads are burning because we're walking on the toes. You're almost out of this. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, let that rest for a moment. One more round. One more round. Then we have a finisher. It is gonna be a cardio finisher, so just get ready for that, okay? And then we stretch and we're done. So, let's stand it up. Let's do it. I feel like the more that I do these, like, not so much live, but like, you know, the pre-taped, but like I'm doing the whole workout with you, the more you see my tactics to like convince myself to keep going. The weird dances. Oh, here we go. All right, 12 reps, let's go. It's our final round, so see if you can stick with it. Remember, taking out the press is always an option. This is a lower body day, so adding those arms in, it's just an added bonus. Whew. But you are still gonna get a ton out of this exercise without the press. Good, this is 9. Last 2. Last one. Whew, what an obnoxious freaking exhale that was. Okay, here we go. Okay. Relax those shoulders. Let's start it up. Let's just get right on in. Toes out. Here we go. This is 5. You're halfway. 3 more. Last 1. Whoo! All right, let that go. We're actually done with the weights for our workout today. All right, lateral bear, step up, up, down, down. Oh, let's get right on in. How attractive was that? 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Personally, I love the ponytail whip that I get to do in this one. Just saying. Halfway. You're almost there. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Take just 10 seconds. We're gonna head right into that finisher. Whew. All right, our finisher. We're gonna keep trying to get that heart rate up. We're gonna play with some intervals. 3 rounds of this, okay? So again, 3 is our magic number. We're gonna keep hands up by the ears or at heart center, whatever feels more doable for you. We have a heel tap, squat, jump. Heel tap, squat, jump. Low impact, heel tap, squat, up, down, okay? Alternating. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds to bring the heart rate right back down. So like a little hit at the very end. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Start it up. Good. Remember that low impact. Give me the squat instead of the squat jump. You can always put them together as you start to fatigue. Good. That's it. 10 seconds. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Whew, take 30 seconds. So I don't want you running in place. I don't want you to keep going. I want you to stop. All right, the most you can do is like anxiously pace as we wait for the next 20 seconds to do it again. Again, the reason we're trying to manipulate that heart rate. Heart rate up, heart rate down. 10 seconds. We could do steady state cardio. I'd put you on a treadmill. That's not what we're trying to do. Here we go. 3, 2, ooh, the sass came out. And 1, let's go. I don't care how fast you move these. I care more about finding that low squat and that explosive jump. So I'm taking just moderate tempo here. Halfway, remember, low impact. Give me that squat. You need a rest. Give me that squat. But I don't want you to stop moving. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 1 more. Good. Let the heart rate come down. Whew, a little like sweat drip coming down. 15 seconds. All right, final round, then we're out. We get to stretch. Do not skip the stretch. It's gonna help with your recovery, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Woo! That's it. Find that power. Explosion on the way up. If this is feeling too easy, over time, great way to progress it, do 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest. You can start to shave down that rest time as you don't need as much of it. Good. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, all right. Good. We're gonna do our warm up, our cool down standing today. Stop that clock. All right. Just standing the feet, open, shut. Give yourself a little arm swing here. There we go. Try to alternate which arm is coming on top each time. Again, just slowly bringing that heart rate down. Good. Facing the side of your mat, let's bring the right foot forward, heels on the mat, bending the left leg, hinging back, getting a nice hamstring stretch. Try to keep a flat back here, head above the chest. Good, coming up, grab that right leg for your quad stretch. I'll just turn to the front so you can see. If you need to hold on to something for some balance, all good. Try not to lean over to the side. Good, that same leg, right leg, toes back. We're gonna bend the front leg, pressing that back heel down. You might need to adjust like your width of the legs based on your height, based off of your flexibility, but you should feel this in the right calf, that back leg. Good, and then straightening up, just a little press for that front hip. Good, and switch sides. So we're gonna hinge those hips back, left leg is forward. Again, guys, you definitely do not wanna skip your warm up or your cool down. Warm up because you're gonna activate the right muscles, make sure you don't get injured. You don't wanna skip your cool down because it's gonna help with your recovery. So that means that you're gonna be less sore, you're gonna feel better the next day, and overall you're actually just gonna like see more progress a lot quickly, or feel more progress a lot more quickly, depending on what your goals are. Good, let's bring that ball of the foot back, and we're gonna bend the front leg, pressing that back heel down, trying to get into that left calf. Good, and then coming up, pressing that hip forward. Nice job. Pivot the toes to the front. Nice wide forward fold to end it out. That should feel amazing. Opening up the low back, your hamstrings. Let the back of your neck get nice and long. Head is super heavy. If you want to take a grab of the back of your ankles for a little added range of motion, you totally can. Good, and then we'll place the hands on the floor, rolling all the way up, bringing those legs together. We'll take one final breath to round out this cool down. Bring the arms up to the sky. Big exhale, pull it down into heart center, take it with you for the rest of your day, and make a little noise for yourselves. Thank you guys so much for participating in this workout. Any questions as far as why we did things or how to progress this if you are finding it too easy, definitely leave a comment below and I will get back to you. But otherwise, I will see you in the next one.